right, welcome back, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We are on episode 6. So welcome to our time travel.
We just went back in time. For those of you that actually follow our podcast, you would know that our last episode that we sent out was episode 7. And we've had a lot of calls and emails wondering where episode 6 was. So Here we are. Danny,
here we are.
Do you want to explain?
Not really. Not at this time.
They told me I didn't do a good enough job the first time, so we redid it.
Not true.
We actually liked it so much we wanted it twice.
Oh,
That's probably closer to it.
Good comeback, Danny.
I had a whole joke about time travel prepared, but y'all didn't like it.
Is it a dad joke?
it's
I just
Steve.
said
It's
it.
always a dad joke.
I just had a joke about
That's how
time
good
travel,
it
but y'all didn't
was.
like it.
Still don't get it. All right. So thank you for joining us.
Tomorrow, we'll
All right. So, yes, episode 7, we have Jake Richardson here. He is joining us as our guest host and also our Toolbox Talk. So we are going to go through and get to know Jake Richardson a little bit better. So welcome, Jake.
Thank y'all for having me.
Absolutely. You want to tell everybody a little bit about yourself and what you do here at Martin?
Not really.
It's not
I'm just
very
kidding.
fun if you don't talk.
Have a choice.
Now I'm an assistant estimator and been doing that for about, say, 7 or 8 months now. But done quite a few different jobs throughout the company and not really too sure.
Tell everybody how old you were when you started here at Martin.
16.
16.
Yeah.
Years and years.
I'm getting old now. I've been here. If you go off,
He's getting old now.
been here almost 10 years. Not 10 years full time, but I'd say full time about 7. So,
Yep.
And it appears that you feel really confident in yourself based on the color of pen that you're carrying.
It's my
today.
favorite pen. Yeah, it's pink. It even writes pink.
Nice.
Hey, no one will steal it, right?
I
No,
will.
I'm keeping this one.
Awesome.
So you're the only Richardson here, right?
No, there's 2 others. There's my middle sister, Harley, who is probably the favorite out of all 3 of us that work here. And then my dad, Jason, who runs our full tilt division. Yep.
Awesome.
Nice.
So she's the favorite here at Martin, or she's the favorite at home?
She's the favorite everywhere.
I mean, I'm not going to argue with that.
I didn't hear anyone actually argue with it.
Yeah. Well, there is a new favorite now. We just had my first niece about 2 weeks ago, so we have that in the mix now. So
Oh, congratulations!
I'm very bottom of the totem pole.
yeah. I know that one.
Aw, what's her name?
Magnolia.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, yes. Well, Maggie. She's super sweet.
I bet
Yeah.
that's so fun.
Wait
Have
till
you
she
had-
gets older.
Well, if she's like her mama, then she's going to be a handful for sure. But yeah.
Have you had to change your diaper yet?
No, I was holding her, and then, she went and did her business, and I was like, Logan, come here. Change your baby's diaper. It's not my job.
That's the fun part of being an uncle.
Oh, yeah.
Just hand them back.
Yep.
Yeah. She was crying the other day while they were changing her diaper. Whenever I walked in, I'll go and pick her up. She stops crying. I'm like, what are y'all doing to her? Oh, my goodness. I'm ruining her already.
Oh, fun.
Well, we've got an exciting day for y'all today. We're going to go through, talk about some new positions that we've got. We're going to go through our next core value, or re-go through our next core value.
Yep.
Talk about some open positions, how we're growing as a company. Like we already said, the Toolbox Talk that we've got with Jake. If you remember from all of our other episodes, you can listen on Spotify, you can listen on YouTube. So all those different avenues. So remember, subscribe, like us, all that stuff. I don't know about any of the other.
Leave positive comments
There you
and
go.
let us know who you want to hear next.
Yes, we're definitely accepting that. So
Definitely. So why don't we go through? We've had a slew of new hires lately.
Yeah.
A lot of people joining the Martin Concrete family. We want to welcome all of them, and why don't we kind of go through and talk a little bit about who all has joined the team recently? You've had some in your department, right?
that's
Steve?
right. Yep. So in the project management department, we've brought on Nate Tucker as a project executive here in Kennesaw. We've brought on Denny Mann as a project executive up in Nashville.
Yeah.
And one cool thing I'll say is that when we were interviewing, we were going through talking with Denny, he had actually gone through when he was researching Martin and watched our podcast.
Yeah. Which
So he's
I
doing
wanted
better
to hire
than everybody.
him on the spot for that one reason alone.
Yeah. I was going to say, he's doing better than the rest of our whole team.
I have a funny story about him, actually. So as he went through orientation, my daughter was helping out. She's 14 and been helping out during orientations and stuff while she's out of school for the summer. And she tells me later on that night that as she's putting in his information into our, HR employee platform, she realized she comes across his email and she's like, it just made me laugh to myself, like out loud. And I was like, what? And she's like, his email is dman@martinconcrete.com. She was like, I think he has the coolest email at Martin Concrete ever. I couldn't help laughing.
That'll be his nickname now.
I told Tracy, and Tracy and I have decided that is his nickname moving forward.
Yeah. That's awesome. Because Denny and Danny are a little too close, so I'm glad to hear he's got a nickname.
And there's already one Danny, so we don't need another.
Thank you.
No.
Yes. Yeah, and there was actually one before, so I'm glad I got to replace him.
Yeah. He's a good man.
Cowboy.
Denny is a good man.
Thanks.
So, Nate, Denny, both coming on as project executives for us. We've also had Walker Green joining us for the summer as an intern, coming from Auburn. Try to level up some of the Alabama colleges that we
Roll Tide.
And Chloe Chloe Lyle, she came in for the summer as an intern as well from Georgia Southern. She's actually behind the camera right now.
Yep, keeping us on track. She's waving if y'all can't see. We also had David Chiazzo, so he jumped in up in Nashville on our Hankook project as a project engineer out there on site, and really kind of a Swiss Army knife out there, so fulfilling a couple different roles.
And Danielle Salcido, she came on as our new contract admin and joined the team.
Yep. She's a huge help, helping out both on the accounting side really and on the project management side. So
she's taking it all by force and doing amazing.
Yep. And then we've had a lot of new hires on our field ops side. So we've got, we've got 3 different superintendents that we've brought on board in the last little bit. Jason King, he's out on the ADOC project. Jorge Miranda, he's up in Knoxville on the Knoxville Temple. And then Russell Sosby, that's going out to ATL 06.
And Sherwin Russ, too.
And Sherwin Russ. So, yep, miscounted.
He's down at Gulf Shores.
Gulf Shores High School. So. And then lastly, but not leastly, we've also had a couple of field engineers come on board. So Nick Lawrence came on board. He's up helping out at Hankook. He came on as a field engineer manager. And then we've also got Jeremy Zakowski that came on as a field engineer as well. So lots of new hires.
Definitely. So we are growing. I think we just topped a couple weeks ago over 700 employees at Martin Concrete, which is the most we've ever had in the history of Martin Concrete. So we are loving the growth and also all the new additions and things that they're bringing to the team, different ideas, processes, and just coming in.
Keeping Finish Safe busy on Mondays.
Definitely. Our orientation is growing and growing.
Yeah. So
we love it.
But no, it's been an exciting time for us over this summer, being able to bring on all of these new faces and join in with the team that we've already got, and so constantly improving. But
Well, I guess with that, we have new people joining the team, and they bring different ideas or things from their past and experiences, and share those with us, and kind of goes into our core value of continuous improvement. Because, yes, we have our processes and we have our ways, but everything can be improved. So, whether you've been here for 10 years or you've been here for 10 minutes, we're always willing to listen and hear, how we can get better.
That's right.
So, Danny, you want to read the definition of the core value?
Since you asked.
So good at that.
I'll take care of it. So, continuous improvement. At Martin Concrete, we are committed to continuously striving and surpassing our competitors and raising the bar for our own performance. We refuse to settle for anything less than excellent.
I love that last part. Such a true statement.
Yeah. I think that's it's such a good, and I mean, just going back, how these are really the core of who we are here at Martin. But that refusing to settle, I think that's a big part of this whole thing, is that there's so much of the time that you want to be able to, I got through with college, I'm done, or I did these training courses, I went through orientation, I did my forklift training, I've done this and I'm done. But to never be able to not be willing to settle for anything and say that there's always something new to learn. We've been doing this for 30 years this way. Well, there might be a better way to do it now.
Yeah.
And so just that humility and that openness to continue being willing to learn And then also just the drive to not settle. That is really, I think, the key to that.
Yeah, and plus it's a way to continue moving forward, right? Because anytime you're stagnant, a company, a person, you're pretty much not going anywhere, and you're actually going to start falling backwards.
Yes.
So to have that continuous improvement keeps you moving forward as well, and learning and everything you were talking about.
Yeah, if you're not growing, whether it's a person, a company, if you're not growing, you're dying. And, a part of that growth is, continuously improving and working on yourself and ways to get better.
That's right. So I know, like in project management, we've got a ton of things, and it gets out past just project management, but some of the industry affiliations that we have provide lots of opportunity for us to be able to collaborate, even with our competitors.
I was just at one this weekend, the ASCC.
Yes, tell us about that. Okay.
American Society Concrete Council, they had their executive leadership forum where they bring in a bunch of different speakers and like you said, competitors and everybody, we all get together and kind of go through and learn different processes and how to get better and share, ideas and things like that. And, we did a whole seminar on, lean construction and, methods to get that kind of up and going and streamlined even more. I mean, there was a lot of stuff, that I learned and went through, and it's, it's fun talking, to other people and realizing that we all have the same struggles, the same things we're going through, no matter where you're at. But
yeah, if we're humble enough and we're willing to be transparent, I think as an industry we can make the whole industry better by sharing from our successes and our failures, and being willing to teach. I mean, it's what I've learned through my career. Concrete's a small industry.
It is,
and we run across the same people over and over, from clients to coworkers and everything in between.
Yep.
And anybody that we train, anybody that we help work towards investing in, it's going to make the whole industry better.
Yep.
Because like some people I know, they may leave a crane operator and come back an estimator.
Magic happens every once in a while. No, but that was one thing I was going to touch on is, especially here at Martin, they don't just allow like vertical upward movement, but a horizontal shift. If it's some type of career that you find interesting, you have the opportunity here to move over and at least give it a go. And if you don't like it, I'm sure there's somewhere else here for you, for sure.
Yeah,
definitely.
So tell me how you've seen continuous improvement. So you've gotten to look at it through a couple different lenses in your different stints here. How have you seen that work out in some different ways?
I'll get some kudo points for saying this, but we'll start with the safety team.
I didn't actually see that coming, but you're definitely about to get points.
Oh, yeah. Well, just with the safety team, it started out with us just taking care of our own employees, making sure they had their OSHA training and stuff. But now they're able to branch out and provide that for the general contractors as well, too, for the other subs on the job sites. Along with that continuous improvement, with the safety side, they're always pushing forwards to making sure all of our guys have their certifications and everything like that, so that way we can go out there and meet our clients' needs. And continuous, let's see, I'll tell a story about it.
This will be good.
When I was 18, I met Dylan Scott, who's now a super for us, and me and him were both in the trenches with a shovel, pouring concrete, had no idea what we were doing. We were just doing a regular labor job.
Was that EPS?
No, this was at Papa John's.
Okay.
So it's like 15 minutes up the road from our office right here. And met him, never would have thought we would turn out where we're at now. Dylan's now a super for us. He's been a super here, I think, back now for about 2 years. And then I would have never pictured being on the estimating side or in the office period.
I think we all would have lost money on the estimating part.
Yeah. But with the estimating, it's let me learn a lot. I never got to read drawings or do anything like that or see this side of. I just always showed up to a job site and, all right, let's go either pour concrete, pick up a panel, something like that. I had no idea the back end of what all goes into it on the front side of the project.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's a good point.
The good thing about that is, with you talking about how it's not just vertical, it makes you well-rounded as well. You're not just seeing through one scope on one position in one department. Because I actually had a mechanic transfer over to a different department as well, and he came in and talked to me about it, and I was just enlightened on how he said, I cannot believe what else goes into doing concrete. He had no idea, and he'd been with us for years and just had no idea, and it was a huge eye-opener for him, which he loves now, right? And he understands Martin Concrete even more in what we do. So that's the other good thing about continuously improving by going to different positions also.
And tell him what department Alan transferred over from being a mechanic.
So Alan came in as a mechanic, doing very well, enjoyed it. He saw an opportunity to go into our quality control QC department, right? And it was good for him because he'd been out in the field as a mechanic. Now he's getting some office time, but he's also in these meetings that he's talked about. He's getting to see even more jobs than he probably did before in a different aspect as well.
That's right.
So he's really, and he still actually helps us out with the equipment. He'll call in and say, hey, I noticed something. So the mechanic side
I was going to say, he still shows up on a pour,
That's
and
right.
if something's going on with the screed.
But it's good. It
awesome.
shows you the teamwork, too,
That's right.
that, hey, I still care about the equipment. I'm going to call you and let you know about it. Now I'm going back to my other job. So it's been really good for him as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the cross training is great. It's amazing to be able to see everybody's. It gives you a little bit of empathy for every other department and what all goes into that it takes all of us as a team to really build a building.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think that's important. I think that's great. And then it really just, when things come up, we all, and something where we got to be all hands on deck.
Yeah.
You've got other skill sets that can help with that. So, and I mean, I've seen that, I've seen Jake do that before, and since he's been in estimating, go back out, and we had a situation on a project where we needed some help lifting some panels, and put his crane operator hat back on and
Just
went
for a
out
little
there
bit.
just for a little bit.
Yeah.
Land's done that too. Yeah.
Land's done the same thing.
I
So
will say it is good to get out of the office and get back out there and do that every once.
I was about to say, he says the same thing it's just in time to go have a little bit of fun and then come back to reality for a little bit. He enjoys it.
Chocolate. You don't want to eat it the whole thing, just a little bit here and there.
That's
it's like being an
enough.
uncle.
Yeah.
Like,
You just get the best.
Oh, that stinks.
Yeah.
Here you go.
That's awesome. So, as we're talking about continuous improvement and growth in the new positions here at Martin Concrete, we also have, some open positions for you to come and join the Martin Concrete family. And, you can go on our website at hr@martinconcrete.com and you can apply and you can see the different varied positions open. Just submit your resume there. And, come be a part of the team. So what positions exactly do we have open currently?
Well, I'll go ahead and mention we have a mechanics position.
He always starts with his every time.
I need somebody.
Yeah.
Things do break, unfortunately. But yes, we are looking for mechanics as well as also the QA/QC team members, which is the quality control department I was talking about. They are still growing as well.
Yeah.
Steve, I'll let you take the next one on there.
Sure. So we're still looking for project management positions. So it's not too early to start looking at interns for next summer.
Which offices are we looking for project
So
management?
we're looking for project management. We've got a couple different openings, if you will, where we're looking at for continuing to grow here in Kennesaw. As everyone knows, we are moving towards opening an office there in Charleston.
Yes.
And so
First of next year.
we've got some open positions there, project management and from an estimating standpoint. We do have some team members that are leaving to move towards Charleston, and so backfilling those roles here in Kennesaw as well. So opportunity drives more opportunity. We've also got something new and exciting that we're looking at right now. So for everybody out there that has done detailing, drafting in the past, works good with BIM, some of the Revits, Tekla. We are looking for some roles for that to help us out with some of our drafting and detailing right now. So that's going to be a new one that you'll be seeing here on the website pretty soon.
So if you fit our core values and you're interested in Martin Concrete and you have that experience, we are looking for you.
Yeah.
Apply today.
And you know how to do things in the computer more than just turn it on.
Exactly. Start. Print.
They'll teach you how to use a computer because I had no idea what I was doing when I first started, so we're good.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Jake.
They said the problem was somewhere between the keyboard and the seat.
Yes, operator error for sure. I'll take that.
We are also looking for a bilingual on-site safety coordinator. So if that is you, feel free to go on and apply. We are looking for superintendents, as always, talented new superintendents to join our team. And we also just had a new opening open up in Nashville, in our Central Region Nashville office, and here out of our Kennesaw office for field operations managers.
That's right.
So if you're interested in any of these positions, we would like you to apply today.
Yes. Yeah. If you see, at the end of the day, We're looking for people with technical experience in these different roles. But it's the core values, these things that we've been going through on each of these episodes. That's what we're hiring off of.
Yeah, that's the most important part.
That's the most important part. So if these line up with what you see and what you want, then come apply. There's a lot that we can teach.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you want to be with a good team and be a part of this team, that's what we're looking for. We can teach you a lot of the other stuff, but the core values, we'd love for you to have that and respect that as you come into us.
Exactly.
That's right.
Character and work ethic. If you have that, we can teach you the rest.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, now we get to do the fun part.
Oh, yay.
All right. You ready, Jake? We are going to go into our Toolbox Talk with Jake Richardson. So now I guess we're going to get everything together and play the intro music.
All right, here we are back. You ready?
Do you know how this works, Jake?
Can I take the fifth on these, on some of them?
No.
Come on.
No.
So this is where you're going to, just like we do a Toolbox Talk on the job site, you've got to share a safety moment with all of Martin Concrete and the rest of the World Wide Web.
Yeah, did you bring your notebook and prepare?
I'm going to cue it over to Kristen. She's going to tell us everything about it.
So this week we're going to start with stretch and flex. No, I'm kidding.
Yes. We can do that.
All right. So what this is we will all draw a question out of our Toolbox Talk. And these are all questions from different people within the company. We asked everyone, if you could ask Jake Richardson anything personally or professionally, what would you ask him? And so we collected all those questions, and now we are going to ask you these, and you're going to give answers that you can't plead the fifth on. Ready?
They'll be PG, I promise.
No, we already edited those out.
Oof.
All right. Who wants to go first? Danny?
I'll go first. This is a good one.
All right.
What is it like working with your whole family?
Now it's great because I don't work directly for my dad anymore. And then me and Harley, we don't sit next to each other, but it gives us the opportunity to see each other every day, hang out, catch up, see what's going on in her life and all of that. So,
well, this is from Crystal, so give us the before.
The
You
before.
said now.
Well, I mean,
she
yeah, that's what I was
knows
about to
like
say.
your whole story.
My question after is really a lot the same, so I guess this is a pretty popular one. This one's from Saul. Want to know, how was it working alongside your dad during your time at Full Tilt?
Ooh, perfect.
So it kind of just goes right into what Crystal
You
was
can't
trying
get
to
away
get at.
from it.
Well, I guess everyone knows the true answer, but it was a really good experience. Got the opportunity to work for him for, I think, probably 6 years straight, I believe, and learned a good bit, and was very grateful for that opportunity that I was able to learn from him and stuff. As it goes, working for your dad, it kind of can be a pain in the butt sometimes.
Family is difficult
frustrating,
working, yeah.
And I'm held to a higher standard than most of other people in his eyes. So, but that gave me a good work ethic, and I'm very appreciative of that, and it's got me to where I am today. So I wouldn't change anything about it.
I'll say this: there's definitely like a Richardson work ethic that gets talked about behind y'all's back.
Oh, really?
In a good way.
Oh, good way. Okay.
Yeah.
In a really good way.
Yeah. It's just how we were brought up. I didn't get to play video games. I got to cut grass and pick weeds and do all that fun stuff. And then now I'll play video games every once in a while and have some fun and let loose a little bit.
Great parenting, honestly.
Yeah, but you appreciate it now.
Yeah.
I appreciate
you look
it now.
back
Yeah.
and see what he was doing.
I was never good at holding the flashlight or anything like that. So, yeah.
But you were holding it.
I was holding it.
Yep.
Awesome. Steve, you
All
got a
right.
question?
This one is from Lan Moody.
Ooh.
It's good.
Okay.
If you could go anywhere in the world, where would you go?
Man, that's tough. Let's see. I'm a mountain person, so I'd say I'd like to go back out west again. Got the opportunity to actually go over to the Swiss Alps over in Europe 3 years ago from working here, luckily. But probably somewhere where there's mountains I can go snowboarding and stuff like that, or go in the summertime, go hiking and camping and all that. So
Nice.
don't know exactly what. I'll actually, let me change that answer. Never seen the Northern Lights, so I'd love to go to Alaska and see them.
Yes.
That would be
neat.
cool.
Yeah.
My son just did that a couple weeks ago,
Really?
and he said it was the best trip he's ever taken. Loved it.
That's like probably number one on the bucket list right now.
Nice.
That I like to go do.
It's probably one of those you can't take pictures to do justice.
Yeah, I feel like
we were
it's a
talking
must
about.
for everybody. Yeah.
Just a word to the wise on the snowboarding part. Wear like a knee brace or something.
Well, if you stretch and a little bit more athletic, then
Stretch and flex. Stretch and flex.
Yeah, stretch and
Hey,
flex.
that is a perfect segue into the next question I've got here.
Oh.
So Tracy Stubbs asks, what made you start running? Because we know you're a big runner.
I'm not as
do you
big of
stretch
a-
before you run? That's the
Absolutely
first question.
not.
He's lying.
We get loose on the first mile, and we're good.
There you go.
No, I just had a friend last year who I always seen he would post on his Instagram stories that he was running and stuff, and I always stayed pretty active, and I was like, well, I'll go with you. Wouldn't run at all during the week, and that Saturday I'd go run 10, 12, or 15 miles with him. Be dying the whole time. But I finally was like, all right, well, I'll sign up for a marathon, and did that, and I took like 4 months to get prepped for it, and I think at that point I was running at least 6 days a week, averaging like anywhere from 20 to 40 miles on the last month, getting ready for it and stuff. And
Wow.
it's kind of more of just, I don't necessarily love doing it, but it was just, I wanted to go run a marathon. It was one of those things to get
Work
checked
ethic.
off.
And just to say, it was a sub-4 marathon, which for his first marathon, for people that have run marathons before, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I was very happy that my goal was 4 hours right at it, and I think I beat it by just over 5 minutes. So I was
Good job.
completely happy.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
That's
It was
awesome.
not easy though. I will say that the last, I think, 4 miles of the race, I was like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do it.
Now, are you still taking advantage of our gym as well?
Yeah, I stay in there, I don't know, 3 times a week, or I'll go and run before work in the morning. That's what I did this morning, and I try and I don't run as much as I used to. I like lifting weights a little bit more, so I just kind of bounce back and forth between
Good.
that every other day.
Just wait, I'm gunning for you now.
Yeah, Steve's been in recovery for the past 4 months, making excuses why he can't work out with me and go run. He said I was running too fast for him, and
He was, very much.
Well, apparently
okay.
I pulled my own question.
Ooh, sweet.
So this is awkward. But I wanted to know, what is your favorite memory growing up?
favorite memory growing up. Let's see. When I was 12 years old, we took a baseball trip up to Cooperstown, New York, and we got to play for a whole week up there, go see like the Baseball Hall of Fame and all of that, and that was just probably one of the coolest weeks of my life, I think.
Really?
Yeah, that was really awesome. I want to go back up there. I haven't been back up there since, but it's pretty. It's not New York City, so
Yeah.
I'm not a city person. Up in North New York, it's a lot
We
of
didn't
rolling
gather that.
hills. Yeah. I don't mind it every once in a while, but it's a little too bougie for me. So, but yeah, it was gorgeous up there. Rolling hills, countryside, farmland, and all that. So it was really nice to be up there.
I don't think they'll have that where you're wanting to move.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
go and put
Just
that in
saying.
there.
Just
Just
throwing
saying.
that out there.
Yeah,
Which speaking of
Yeah,
that, this one, this one comes from Saul. How do you feel about your new position and role that you're currently in?
Really enjoying it, actually. But no, I am. It's been a learning experience. It's like I said, it's something I haven't seen this side of the business, I would say. So never read drawings or anything like that.
But you could read beforehand, right?
No, I can't read.
We had to teach him that.
I can read numbers.
See,
That's
look,
it.
continuous improvement. We're
Yeah.
teaching everybody.
That's right.
Yeah, they have me in an English class, which me and English teachers don't get along very well. But no, it's been good. I will say I do miss being out in the field every once in a while.
Mhm.
It is nice to have a good work-to-life balance. Before, I'd probably stayed gone out of town 6 months out of the year. So to be able to like take a break and kind of enjoy the latter part of my 20s and has been nice. So. But also, it's been great. Got great people around me. Steve helps me out. If I have questions, the project management team, the estimators out of there, because I'm not great with an Excel sheet. And then they'll also come to me with questions from my build experience as well, too. So it's been real good. Been enjoying it a lot.
Awesome.
Next question is from Chloe, who's behind the camera.
Say
by
hi,
the
Chloe.
way. Hi.
Luckily, we only have like 3 more days with Chloe.
Oh,
I'm just kidding. Chloe's been great.
Pretty good.
I've known her for quite a while now.
I was about to say, please tell the audience that we don't beat our interns like that.
Chloe, along with Danny, also live in my parents' neighborhood, and that's how I've known them for
just letting all the laundry out
years.
here.
Yeah.
7 years, really. Y'all have known each other that long.
It's been a while. Whenever I think my parents moved in there like 2015. So
what did that make you, Chloe? Like 6?
Mine was 8th grade. I met Jake and Bella, his sister, in 8th grade.
Wow.
And now I'm a junior in college.
Yeah.
So you met them in 8th grade. Now you're a junior in college. Yeah, and we moved in 2017.
Mm-hmm.
So we've known y'all quite a while too.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing, real quick, not to change the subject, but we were talking about continuous improvement earlier. And building our team, we obviously see people around us that we have friends, and we know that we have the same likes and goals, and we like to bring them in as part of this team.
Yeah.
So that's why you will hear a lot of us know each other outside of work, which is good.
There's a lot of us. We all work together, and we like each other enough that we'll go hang out after work too.
There's
That's
a
right.
lot of pods of
That's
that.
right.
And there's a lot of pods of people that are just related to each other and bringing their family in as well.
That speaks for Martin right there.
Yeah.
So Chloe asked, if you could eat one meal the rest of your life, what would it be?
Good question, Chloe.
32-ounce medium rare ribeye.
32.
That was so quick
If it's the only-
and detailed.
Well, I'll take that with some sweet potatoes and fried okra. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh yes.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing healthy for you.
No, but fried okra is so good.
Yeah.
You are right. Well, Marissa has a very interesting question as well. She wants to know, how old is your dog, and do you have birthday parties for him?
Speaking of birthday parties for my dog, I forgot his birthday this year, but he's 6. He is 6. And for the past 5 years, I thought his birthday was May 1st because I didn't know exactly when he was born.
He just didn't correct you ever?
No.
He doesn't like talking to Jake.
What's his name?
His name's Bear. So he's a black lab. He is 6 years old now, and it's crazy because like he's got a gray beard. His paws are all great now, and I'm like, oh, buddy, he's starting to get like old. But like,
what's wrong with a gray beard?
Yeah, thanks, Jake.
Just age.
He just said he's in his
It's
late
okay.
20s. It's coming, Jake.
I know. I just turned 26 last month, and now I'm like, oh no, it's all over.
Oh, God. What does that say for all of us? The hits just keep coming.
You're digging a deeper hole right
It's
now.
Saturday night, and I'm like, it's 9 o'clock, and I'm like, I'm ready to go to sleep. No more of that fun time.
Wait till you get a kid.
No, but Bear, he's 6.
He just went right back
Yeah.
to Barry.
I noticed
Get out of this
that. I
zone.
noticed.
Sorry, I'm getting cornered over here. Yeah.
Slowly moving.
Yeah. No, but he's 6, but I will say it's funny. This past time I took him to the vet, he weighed in at like, I think it was like 74 pounds or something like that. Last year, whenever I took him, he was like 87. So while I was working out of town on the crane side, my mom always kept him. She's feeding them table food, wasn't taking them for walks and stuff.
Yeah.
And of course, I take them to the vet, and they're like, you need to start exercising your dog. And I'm like, Mom, you're making me look bad over here. Like, come on. But no, he's great now. He's got more spunk in him than he's
Yeah,
ever
he's
had.
like a puppy. I wouldn't
Yeah.
think he's 6 years old.
Yeah, we'll take him to the lake, and he'll swim until he hasn't passed out yet. But he swam a lot. My mom, she makes me feel bad, so she went and got him a life jacket. I'm like, he's a water dog. He's going to be fine.
He's got enough fur. He'll float.
And if he gets tired, he'll find the shore. He'll be okay.
Yeah.
But it's funny. We'll be out there, and like some ducks will swim by in the cove, and we'll go bird, and he'll perk up like that and jump over the boat and go after him. It's hilarious.
I feel like we need a picture of him in a life jacket.
Yeah.
I don't take pictures of him in a life jacket, but I do have good pictures of him. Yes. Yeah. It's like this big. It's neon green and everything. I'm like, he can't like if it's a cliff that he has to climb up to get up on shore. He can't climb up with it.
Does he feel embarrassed in the life jacket? Is that why you don't take pictures of
Probably.
him? That's what he told you.
Yeah, my dog can swim. He doesn't need a life jacket, so I don't take pictures of it.
There's a line with, I'm just going to say this, probably a lot of people don't agree with me. There's a line when you start putting clothes on animals. Just saying.
Yeah, everyone's like, you got to get him a cool collar, and I'm like, no.
No, I do that. I do that. Or I like when the groomers bring them and they have the little bandanas
neckerchief?
around.
Yeah.
But it only lasts like literally an hour, and Scott's cut it off
So
every
he
time.
likes to chew on toys, so bandanas gets ripped off, or anything that's on him.
So he's doing it himself.
Yeah, he does. He's not a fan. So there's none of that.
Awesome. I think we have one last question,
One
right?
last question from Mr. Peck.
Oh.
What's it like being an uncle now?
It was awesome. She is adorable, and it's kind of surreal also because it's my youngest sister who's the one who had the baby, and everyone, I'm the oldest, so we were expecting I'd be the first one to have it. But seeing her, it's hard to put it into words. It's just awesome. Yeah, it's super nice. She's super sweet. Apparently, everything's been going well. She sleeps pretty good. And
I heard she sleeps through the night.
Yeah.
I'm jealous.
Yeah, same.
That's awesome.
I was kind of wishing for many restless nights for my sister-in-law. But
what does Bear think? More importantly,
Bear's been over there once with her, and he's always excited about new people, so I had to be kind of careful, and so he hasn't completely got introduced to her yet.
Gotcha.
So, but he's pretty good around kids and stuff. He's a bigger dog, and he likes to lick faces. So
That's a little.
Whenever a kid's like this, and he just comes right into him, he'll knock him over, and I'm like, I'm sorry.
I mean, her nose isn't wet, so it needs to be.
Oh, but he'll listen though, because my son tells him to sit, stay,
he's very
wait for the ball.
He's very obedient. He'll sit there and stare at a ball for an hour if you tell him to stay, and everyone's like, "You're so mean to him." I'm like, "No, he's disciplined. He's obedient.
That's right.
Yeah.
But he's sweet. Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, that is all of our questions and wraps up our Toolbox Talk. So thank you, Jake.
Thank y'all for having me. This was awesome.
Yeah, this was great.
All right. Good Toolbox Talk.
Yes.
So thank you for being with us today.
Those are always so much fun, and it was
Yeah.
a great time with you. Thank you so much for coming.
No, I appreciate it. It was awesome.
You didn't even have to plead the fifth on any of them.
I know they weren't too bad.
And thanks to Danny, you got to play it twice.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
had
I mean,
practice.
I was gonna say this is time number 2 for him.
I
So
only
Wah,
answered those
wah,
questions
wah.
twice, so we're fine.
We did have different questions, though.
yeah, that's
Hey,
right.
it did have me continuously improve my camera skills.
There you go.
That's right.
Nice spin. I like it.
I tried to turn that around.
All the different aspects of it. So, but thank you everyone to listening to episode number 6.
Yep.
We will see you again on episode number 8. But yes, like we said before, you can watch us on Spotify, YouTube. Leave questions and comments below. Tell
Like and
us-
subscribe.
Yeah, like and subscribe.
If there's anyone you want to see or ask anybody certain questions, please let us know as well.
Yeah, no, like I don't want to see.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, that one's a little awkward because that happened with this guy. No, I'm just kidding.
They had no choice. I told him, I was like, I want to come on the podcast.
He paid us.
Yeah. Shh. They don't even pay me here. I work for free.
I work for the Mints in the break room.
In the break room.
Yeah, I'm here for the snacks and the golf simulator, and that's it.
So, thank you everyone for coming.
Thank
we
you,
will
everybody.
see you again next time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.